Jane Austen really deeply understood the human condition. She understands what self-actualization is, and she kind of marries those together in these beautiful works that remain timeless.
I think we're going to take audiences on a very romantic journey. I think Jane Austen, in general, writes about young people and young love very accurately, and I think Andrew Davies is very good at refinding that spirit.
Jane Austen sets up little time bombs that are going to explode at just the right spot in the story.
Action!
She constructs plots with great skill and precision.
Cut! And cut then.
The great thing about Andrew Davies is he has an ability to be truthful to the source material, but then add his own flavour and his own detail and his own spark.
Sidney and Charlotte's relationship, I think, is a classic Austen setup.
That is a portrait of Sidney, my younger brother. We're expecting him down from London for the ball.
It is rather reminiscent of Elizabeth and Darcy, in the sense that it's a sparring relationship. A lot of their exchanges are not very friendly, and it's mostly Sidney's fault. In the book, he's really quite mercurial. It's difficult to pin him down. He's a man who has a rather low opinion of women. He's certainly not very impressed with our heroine when he first meets her.
The first thing that he says to her, indirectly to Mary, is that a new maid?
New maid?
Sidney, this is Miss Charlotte Hayward, our guest at Trafalgar House.
Miss
Hayward.
Hayward.
So she's immediately offended by the guy, and it kind of becomes a classic Austen do-si-do of will they, won't they?
Miss Hayward, seems I cannot escape you.
Oh.
Miss Hayward, always popping up when least expected.
The ubiquitous Miss Hayward. Can't I even read the news in peace?
If you don't wish to be disturbed, you might choose somewhere more secluded.
Miss Hayward.
Mr. Park asked me to give you this.
Thank you, miss.
Young Stringer is the foreman for the building project. He's entrusted by Tom Parker to oversee the construction, but he has aspirations to become an architect.
Young Stringer is a lovely friend to Charlotte Hayward. He's the most relatable person in the town. He comes from more of a working class background.
Young Stringer is obviously interested in Charlotte Hayward, but he has competition in Sidney Parker, who arrives on the scene and represents a very different option, romantic option.
The fun thing about Charlotte is that she's completely unaware that either of them are suitors, because she really isn't on that kind of hunt, and she is so naive and hasn't had any experiences romantically that she can't pick up on signals. Surely ambition is a quality to be admired. What is it?
I never met anyone like you before this. Here, let me help.
In episode 3, Sidney and Charlotte come together to solve a problem, essentially. They save a man after he's taken a fall and is in a lot of danger physically.
This will not be pretty, Fräulein. You might want to turn your head away.
I'm not afraid of a little blood.
Oh, sehr good. Then you can assist me. He must drink as much as he can.
Take his hand.
It's a pivotal moment for them because he suddenly understands her a little bit more and respects this strong, independent, thoughtful woman. she looks at him slightly differently, sees that he's capable of empathy and capable of caring for someone other than himself, essentially, and some of the ice begins to thaw between them.
There's a way to go yet, but the doctor says there's every reason to be hopeful.
Oh. Forgive me, Miss.
It's quite all right.
Your father would be glad to see you now, Mr. Stringham.
Thank you, sir.
I must admit, Miss Hayward, you, given a good account of yourself today. I should never have expected you to be so, capable. Forgive me.
How can I not? Across the course of this series, they kind of come to learn that maybe they have something to learn about each other through the other.
Good day.